Hello and welcome to the Council Minute for the week of December 9th. I am Councilmember Lowman, filling in for Mayor Bussey. Let's begin with the proposed 2025 Bloomington City levy and budget. Bloomington's annual Truth-in-Taxation hearing is next week, December 16th, and I want to be sure you have the most up-to-date information going into our evening meeting next week. In Bloomington, the budget process starts in May of each year with staff-level discussions. Staff evaluates city services, reviews priorities, and assesses needs at both a micro and macro level. The city manager and department representatives meet throughout the summer, and departments submit their budget requests. And then the city manager reviews those requests to ensure they are in alignment with the city's financial constraints and strategic plan. In mid-August, the City Council began preliminary levy discussions about the budget, and in mid-September, the Council set the preliminary levy at 11.5%. During August and September, city departments made presentations at Council meetings to further explain their budget requests and to give Council a chance to ask questions and hash through issues. The Council also discussed utility budgets, things like water and wastewater rates, and talked in depth about the budget as a whole. Based on those continued discussions, staff came back in late November with a recommendation for a final levy increase of 9.97%, down 1.5% from the preliminary levy. The discussion continued, and on Monday night, staff brought forward a proposed levy increase of 9.25% for Council consideration. That levy increase would translate into an actual increase in city property taxes of 6.92% for a median value home. That's about $98 a year. It's important to remember that the levy is the taxation mechanism that allows the city to create a budget, and that budget funds the services the city provides for residents. Services like public safety, police and fire, public works, keep roads plowed and in good conditions, along with providing the best water in Minnesota. Our park and recreations opportunities that come with them, and our work with the Bloomington business community to keep the economy in Bloomington strong. In the budget process, all of those services are analyzed, and the cost to provide those services is determined. And those 5 services that I just mentioned, police, fire, public works, park and recreations, and community development, make up 85% of Bloomington's city budget. The budget is designed to provide services that reflect the priorities, values, and expectations of Bloomington residents, and the Council's work on the annual budget is among the most important work we do. Our Truth-in-Taxation hearing is set for Monday, December 16th. All are welcome to listen or participate. To learn more about the budget process, visit blm.mn/budget. Taking a step back to the meeting on December the 2nd, Council was presented with 2 updates related to the Bloomington Forward initiative. The first was an update on the 9 Mile Creek Corridor renewal project. From June to December of this year, the project has been in the pre-design phase, which include community engagement events and the gathering of pre-existing information and data by staff and the consultants. This phase aimed to address 3 main areas: trail and accessibility, natural resources, and Moyer Park. And the consultants, SEH, did an environmental analysis of the corridor, including wetland delineation and assessments of the creek upland habitat mapping and erosional features. SEH also developed a trails and mobility concept that looked at various trails options, boardwalk crossings, and access and connectivity to the corridor. The presentation wrapped up with staff sharing the target investment ranges of each of the 3 areas of the project, as well as the next steps, which include refining concepts, preliminary and final design, and construction beginning in 2026. Additionally, staff presented an update on the Bloomington Ice Garden modernization project. Construction is already underway on renovating the Rink 2 Zamboni room and an ice plant mechanical room, which is important to complete ahead of the renovating of the rest of the facility because it ensures that the new ice making equipment can be installed and ready to make new ice when the project is complete. The second part of the project highlights the renovation that will begin next year. A lot of exciting updates are coming to Big. They include new ADA seating sections, new concessions, new locker rooms, and shrinking Rink 3 from an Olympic-sized rink to an NHL-sized rink, just to mention a few of the changes we will see. These updates are long overdue on the building that is over 50 years old. During those several years, Big has been added onto We know that families, teams, and organizations come from around the region to skate at Bloomington Ice Garden, and the renovation plans presented by staff was unanimously approved by council. Well, that's all for this week's Council Minute. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week.